Well, King Ahab was an ungodly man. And later in this chapter, 1 Kings 21, verse 25, the writer says there was never anyone like Ahab who sold himself to do evil in the eyes of the Lord, urged on by Jezebel, his wife. He behaved in the vilest manner by going after idols, like the Amorites the Lord drove out before Israel. That's a sad way to be remembered. The vilest of all kings who went after idols like no other Israelite ever did. It's a warning for us today not to follow idols, not to go after idols like the cultures around us. In fact, Elijah said to Ahab a few verses earlier, "You've sold yourself to do evil in the eyes of the Lord." He was so obsessed with idols and other things that it was as if he'd sold his soul so that he could do evil. Do you have idols in your life, friends? Something that you value higher than your relationship with God? Maybe all you think about is making more money and getting more possessions. Maybe those have become your primary focus in life. Maybe your entertainment is your greatest joy, and all you really want to do is come home from work so you can watch your shows and entertain yourself instead of spending time with God in prayer and in the Word. Maybe your job and your success is an idol for you. All you want is people to think much of you because of what you've done. Maybe it's a relationship where God is not at the center, but you put it above God, even though you know it's not what He wants. The first commandment, do you remember it? You shall have no other gods before me. Exodus 20 and verse 3. No other gods before me. The first thing that makes a person of God is no idols. Let's learn this lesson from Ahab today, friends, and truly put God first in our lives. Let's not behave in the vile and evil way he did by going after idols, but let's exalt God and shape our lives around God and plan our lives around God and be so intensely grateful for God that our lives are defined by our love for Him. Everything else is underneath it. Even the love of our family and friends comes second to the love we have for our Savior, friends. Ahab chose wrongly, but you and I can choose the right way by putting God first every day of our lives.